Hey friends, okay, so today's video, I'm gonna share with you 3 different brunch ideas that you might wanna do for Easter or after church. We do a lot of brunches before church every Sunday, and so I love brunch. It's one of my favorite meals and it's really fun. These ones are pretty easy too. They're delicious. I usually have something sweet and something savory with all of my brunches, and then I usually have bacon or sausage and fruit, some type of berries usually, and it's really good. So what we're gonna do for Easter this year is we're gonna make these 3 dishes and it's gonna be awesome. So the first one we're gonna start off with is a quiche. So you'll wanna get a pie crust or make one. I just went ahead and bought one very easily. I'm actually gonna make 2 because we have a large family and they eat a lot. So this is Eggs Benedict Quiche, which I'm super pumped about because our family loves Eggs Benedict so much. And so this is kind of a spin, a much easier way to make Eggs Benedict, but with a quiche. So what you need for this recipe are, you need 4 eggs, you need milk, you need whipping cream, heavy whipping cream. You'll need some type of cheese, whatever cheese you really want. I have ham, so you'll want cooked ham, you'll want green onions, and then hollandaise sauce. So I've made hollandaise sauce, and for some reason my hollandaise, like from scratch, always turns out really lemony and it doesn't taste quite as good. So I just buy the little package from the store and everybody loves it. So, and it's pretty easy to make. And so I make the quiche and then I just drizzle this on top and it's delightful. So anyway, let's get into it. It's super easy, like I said. So you'll just want 4 eggs. You'll want to start the oven at 350, and you can always make this ahead. So if you want to make this on Saturday and then just plop it in the oven for Sunday, Easter, or you know, after church or before church, this is the perfect dish for that. So you'll want 4 eggs, just crack it right inside. And I will say, I'm gonna have Bella come and do the next 2 recipes with me after this. You'll see why. They're so cute and she is just so fun. So she's at such a fun age right now. Then you'll add a 1/2 cup of whole milk right inside of there. So I'm just gonna crack the egg yolks just to know that they're all cracked in there. I use just kind of a small bowl. You don't need anything big because it's not going to be a ton of filling inside of the pie crust. Okay, and then you'll also want a 1/2 cup of heavy cream. And this is very thick, very thick. So you'll just put that in as well. So just a 1/4 teaspoon of both salt and pepper. You'll add that. So I'm curious, what are you guys doing for Easter this year? Do you guys do an Easter brunch? Or do you just make a dinner? I know some people just do like a lunch dinner and that's all they do. I'm curious to know what every family does. So what do you guys do? So after the base is done, then you can just kind of add anything, about 2 cups of anything really. This goes really well with really any fixings that you want. Maybe you don't like green onions, maybe you do. I love green onions in quiches, they're so good. So I will add a bunch of green onions, and then I'm gonna add ham with this because it's an Eggs Benedict. So the green onions just add a little bit more flavor. Then you take the ham, and you can use any ham you want. This is great for leftovers. I know a lot of people have ham for Easter, and so just to have ham leftover, this quiche is so perfect for it. So, and you'll just kind of want to cube that up, and you'll want to try to have about a cup of ham. Just put it right in there. I love ham because there's a lot of flavor and it really does make this quiche so good. And then you'll want to add a cup of cheese, and then you'll stir that up, and it's really that easy. It's so easy, but it kind of sounds like it's going to be really hard, but quiche is actually easy, especially if you buy a pie crust, which at my stage of life I buy pie crust. Someday I will make an actual pie crust. And then you'll just put it all in there. I like to make sure that the ham is kind of all over the place so that every bite has a little bit of ham in it. And it's super easy. It's just like that, super easy. And then, so with the crust on the sides, it will get burnt. So you want to kind of just protect it, pretty much is what you're doing. So I put tin foil around mine, and that's how I protect my quiche crust. Okay, and so that's it. You just kind of tent it around. You put tin foil around to protect the crust. Then I put it on a cookie sheet, and then you put it in the oven for about 45 minutes at 350. You want to make sure not to overcook it, so just keep that in mind while you're doing it. But like I said, I'm gonna make 2, and then I'll have, this is gonna be our dinner because it's obviously not brunch or Sunday right now. So this is perfect for dinner as well. Okay, and then you just make the hollandaise sauce. I made mine with a packet, super easy and nice, and it's pretty thick. And then you just put that right on your quiche piece, whatever piece you want, just drizzle this on top. Okay, so here's the quiche, and then you just put the hollandaise sauce right on top of it. And it's perfect, ready to go, ready to eat. It's so good. All right, and so for this recipe, I'm gonna have my little Annabella help me with this recipe. This is our French toast, blueberry French toast. It is so good. We only have this at Christmas and Easter for brunch because they're very rich and probably not very healthy, but so good. So we figure twice a year. It's pretty good, huh, Bella?
So I'm gonna do on Easter too.
Yep, we're gonna do this one on Easter too. Very good. So what you'll need is, what is this?
French bread.
Yep, French bread, very good. A loaf of French bread, cream cheese, so that's a 8 ounce, I believe. Yep, 8 ounce, 12 eggs. You'll need, what's this? Milk. You'll need, what is this? Syrup. And then you'll need 1 cup of blueberries. Now I'm sure that this would be good with any other fruit as well, like strawberries or raspberries, but the tart and the sweet together are so good. We have never swayed from this recipe because it is just amazing. And partly why I like this recipe is you can do it the night before, and it is so good. So you just prepare everything, and then you put saran wrap over it, and you just put it in the fridge, and then the next morning it's all ready and you're good to go. So you just have to plop it in the oven, super easy. There is a syrup that goes with this. That's what sets this one apart from all my other recipes and stuff, and that's why we have this. So definitely the syrup that goes on top, it's homemade. I'll show you how to make it, it's so good. So I'll have Bella help me, and you'll just rip this apart into little pieces like this, okay Bella? Just little pieces. Here.
Too hard.
Just rip it into little pieces like that, okay? And it is kind of hard, so it might take a little bit of time. Okay, and so while she's doing that, I will get the eggs going. She is a good helper, helping me all the time in my kitchen. Huh. Bella, do you think when you grow up you want to be a mommy too?
No, I want to bake a cake and stuff.
Well, do you want to be a mom and bake a cake?
Yeah. Like bake anything.
Yeah. You love being in the kitchen with mama, huh?
Spend my life baking.
You want to spend your life baking?
Yeah.
I get it. I get that. She is, I feel like, my mini-me. We have a lot in common, don't we, girl? Yep. And she's my sweet Bella. What's your favorite thing to make in the kitchen?
I already told you.
Well, no, you
Muffins.
told muffins are your favorite thing? Oh my goodness. Yes, we have these really, I show them on Instagram all the time. They're kind of the healthier form of chocolate chip muffins, but they're so good. They're just the perfect amount of sweet. Okay, I can do that one. They're like the perfect amount of sweet, but they're pretty healthy. They have maple syrup instead of sugar, just a little bit, and they have 3 bananas, they have yogurt. It's really good and everybody loves them, so they're really delicious. And so we make them probably at least once a week because they're so good. So, and since I'm talking about it so much, I'll link that recipe down below too. I didn't make that one either, but it is so worth it. It's so good. I'll do this. It was getting a little hard for her. Bought the bread a couple days ago, so. But that's the great thing about this because it'll all soak up in all of the juices and stuff. So you want to stir that up, Bella? So tell us about your teachers. She loves her teachers.
Mrs. Butcher and Mrs. Fu.
Yes, and they absolutely love her. She is...
Like, I'm the best student.
In what way do you feel like you're the best student?
Well, I told Mrs. Butler and she said I'm the best student.
She told you that? Wow. I wonder if she says that to all the kids.
I wonder if she just says it to me.
Oh, maybe. You are pretty special, Bella. Okay, tell me about Jesus. So tell me about Easter. What happens with Jesus?
He rises from the dead.
Very good. Yes, and we've been doing the Faith in 5. I don't know if you guys have been to my website and looked into the Faith in 5, but it's really been amazing. I have some amazing writers. Yep, looks good. So anyway, that has been amazing for our family. Like, I feel like we've always done a good job at like teaching the faith, but that has brought it honestly to the next level. So if you're into like teaching the faith, and right now it's all about Lent, and it's been so good. And it's good too because we have a 10-year-old and a 9-year-old. And it's great for them, but the little kids are learning a lot too. So we've had like really good discussion. Oops, that's okay. Mommy will get it in just a minute. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Oh yeah, a little bit more. And then you can pour it in with the eggs, okay? So if you're looking for ways to teach the faith, definitely I'll link that down below too. It's completely free. It's just, I felt like God was asking this way of teaching, helping families teach the faith. Yeah, right in there. And it's just like 5 minutes. So we do it every night at dinner time. And it's been such great discussion. So anyway, if you're looking for ways to teach the faith to the kids, highly recommend it. All right, so you wanna hold this? So we're gonna do maple syrup as well. All right, so it's a 1/2 cup of maple syrup. Ooh, look at that. Okay, let's put it over the bowl. Okay.
Can I do it?
Yep, pour it in there. So you stir it up with all the maple syrup in there, and then you just set it aside.
I'm still hungry.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, so pretty much what you'll do is you'll put the cream cheese on, she's standing on a bench right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
And
I can do that.
So you can cut it up. I actually just use my fingers and just kind of put it out, little dollops about this size all over. Okay, and then after that you just put this right on top and it'll soak up all of the bread. And it is best if you do it overnight, because then it really gets it soaked up. If you're in a hurry, I would do like wait an hour in the fridge so it can kind of soak things up there as well. Okay, and so pretty much you put this in the oven for an hour at 350, but you'll want to have it covered for the first half an hour with tin foil, and then the second half you'll take the tin foil off, and then so half an hour with tin foil, half an hour without tin foil, and for an hour at 350. Okay, so I'm gonna make the syrup that goes on top of the French toast casserole, and so these are the things that you will need. Okay, so you'll have a 1/2 cup of buttermilk, a cup of sugar, baking soda, 1 teaspoon, 1/2 cup of butter, a teaspoon of vanilla, and a teaspoon of Caro syrup, and you just pretty much bring all that to a boil, and then you stop it, and that is your syrup. Okay, here's the French toast casserole with the syrup on top. It is so good. I promise you will love it. All right, so this next one we're gonna do is resurrection rolls. So we do resurrection rolls every Easter morning. We make the resurrection rolls right after we hunt for the eggs and get the Easter baskets. That's when we do the resurrection rolls, right? So we'll have hard-boiled eggs and we'll have resurrection rolls, and that'll be kind of our pre-brunch, I guess you could say. So we'll have that, and then we'll go to Mass after that, and then we'll come home and have brunch. So this is really a fun one because it explains the resurrection to the kids. It's resurrection rolls. This is not my recipe, but I will link the one that we use down below. I absolutely love it. It's super easy. So all you need is a 1/2 cup of melted butter right here. You'll need marshmallows. Bella's super excited about the marshmallows. So you'll need the croissant rolls, just the dough kind. And then you'll need cinnamon and sugar. So it's super easy, super delicious, right Bella? So we're gonna make these, and Bella, do you wanna try them when we're all done? They're gonna be so good. Okay, so you'll also need muffin tins. So just set that aside, get it all buttered, set it aside. And then what you'll do, now this recipe is not mine, but all the other ones you can find down below on my website, A Catholic Mom's Life. This one I will link down below as well, because this, yes, I found off of another website. So anyway, so what we're gonna do is we'll open the croissants. And so what the croissants represent is the tomb. So this is the tomb that Jesus was laid in. And so you'll just get the croissants out. All right. Okay, Bella, do you want to unroll these? So you just unroll them like that. Pretty easy. And then what you want to do is have the cinnamon and sugar, and you'll kind of blend that into a little bowl. Oh, look at that. It looks so good. So then we'll want to put sugar in, okay? Bella, you want to do that? Bella is my big helper. Muffins. We love making muffins together. We love cooking. She makes the salad a lot and dinner, huh? You are my little helper. You're my little helper girl. She's very, very helpful. Yeah. And I'm so thankful I have you as a little helper. You want to help hold that for me? Okay, go ahead and pour that in. One, so you need 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, and then that was 3/4 a cup of sugar. So a lot of sugar, but you'll understand why in a minute. And so pretty much, do you want to mix that around, Bella? Okay, so what you'll want to do is you'll take one of the croissant rolls, you'll take the marshmallow, and what you'll do is you'll explain that this is like Jesus in the tomb. So the croissant represents the tomb, and then the marshmallow is Jesus, and then the butter is the holy oil. You have the butter all over the marshmallow, and then you'll dip it into the sugar. Look at that. So it's all coated. So then what you'll do is you'll wrap the marshmallow in the croissant, and you'll kind of try to pinch it together so it all stays in there, huh? Just like that. So good. So you'll just make sure that the marshmallow is just in there and kind of like a little dough ball. And then one last time with the butter on the outside and the spices, all the sugar and cinnamon, just like that. And then you'll put that right here in the dish, just like that. Bella, do you want to try this one?
Sure.
Okay, so what do you do first? You want to put the marshmallow in the butter? How is it? So good. So, yep, the marshmallow and the inside is all gone, as you can see. So it's an empty tomb, pretty much is what's going on. But it's like a cinnamon roll. It's like crunchy and gooey. It is so good.
So good.
You say thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
And if you want any of these recipes, go ahead. I'll put all the links down below. I hope that you all have an amazing Holy Week and Easter. And until next time, we will see you all later. God bless. Bye. Okay, so for this last recipe, we have resurrection rolls. This is Bella. She wanted to cook with me today, and she's got preschool, so she's gonna be doing preschool soon. We got little Maria Grace.
She's little.
And tell them about your apron.
Ma, it's an Easter apron.
Yeah, we happen to have an Easter apron, huh? And look it, should we show them? Maria has one on too.
But we found out it's too big, so we just did that.
Yeah, not funny. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put this